new business. So, how do you start? Well, first off, you see this. I put out this one. There's a lot of others, but I put out that particular one, this one, right? Because it's a app that you put on your phone that calms you down, relieves your stress, hypes you up when you need it so you have energy to do what you need. You can put it on endless repeat. You can just play it once. All these great things. So you see this link. You click the link, which takes you to the website. And then that's the app there, right? You press play on that.
New Calm has taken 33 years and $42 million of patented clinically proven neuroscience that used to be a four-component complex $6,000.
Just play it, bigger. Sorry, things are going nuts, as they have been lately. Catch up. But anyway, you go to that website, right? So, no, it's frozen. All right. So you go to this, you press play here. And you go down and you press play here.
New Calm has taken 33 years and $42 million of patented clinically proven neuroscience that used to be a four-component complex $6,000 device into a mobile app. And on that app, there are 6 channels. So you as a consumer get to choose, how do I want to feel right now at this moment? And how do I want to activate this and get to a state without drugs or side effects? So deep sleep is used at night. It's used through a speaker. It is not binaural signal processing. It's called isochronic waveform. So through a speaker at night, you put on deep sleep, and within minutes, it simply cycles your brainwave down to 0.5 hertz. It puts you to sleep. It's an 8-hour track, and along that journey of sleep, you're filling in gaps in your sleep architecture, and your sleep efficiency is improving. Then we have rescue, power nap, and flow state. These are the core clinical therapeutic values of New Calm. Rescue has been used in over 2 million surgical procedures, replacing general anesthesia with people being operated on, listening to our physics. This is the key, this is the patents and all the stuff we've done across the years of cancer and multiple sclerosis and addiction and trauma and surgical procedures. Rescue is the key cornerstone neuroacoustic software of New Calm. Rescue is the key for any athlete and any fan who is so excited, you get so amped up for the game, and then you win, you're amped up, and you lose, you're so disappointed. Rescue is something you do after performance for recovery. Reset my mind, reset my body, lower my stress response, raise my rest response. When I raise my rest response, I can be more patient, more present, more clear-headed, more focused, more energized, more calm. I'm not sabotaged by anxiety and fear, other people's concerns and worries. So rescue, power, and process like this clear focus for 15 to 20 minutes. Called a Pomodoro. Your mind starts to distract and we reach diminished returns. Well, not with physics, you don't. So we have a 47-minute full focus track. You put headphones on and you are laser focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Then we have Ignite. Ignite is hugely beneficial to the professional athlete. For 6 years, we use this in confidence with 56 professional sports teams and across the Department of Defense. Literally putting this into the hands or into the heads of Special Forces, Air Force Special Operations Command, Navy SEALs, etc. Ignite oscillates your brain, starting at 15 hertz in a 14-minute neuroacoustic software journey, all the way up to 40 hertz, where you're fully activated and ready to prepare for any performance, and you will have an unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. Let me repeat that. An unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. You will achieve anything you set your mind to because there is no distraction and you are fully activated, so you have full access to all of your muscle memory and all of your training.
And it's fantastic for gaming and anything you want to do that takes a lot of energy, fast reactions, and is really intense. I've tested it, watched my gaming videos. So you do that, right? Now, when you do that, let's go back to the site. You're going to come down to this here. Money back guaranteed, 30 days, Tony Robbins, various others. They all speak and coach you and all of that. So you can listen to their coaching and building you up and making you feel great. This is all the teams and stuff that they have used the same thing. Have used Youth Calm. They're the sections that, like each section has a list of tracks that you listen to. Some of them are not so good. Others are, wow, man, just completely blow you away. So, simple enough. You just put on the headphones, pick up the program, or pick a program and play. Same as you do with any song from any artist, anywhere, anytime, on any device. So you do all of that. Do the stress test to start with, see how stressed you are. And then you have this, right? These are US. This is US dollars, so don't be fooled thinking it's just that. It's US, right? But this is only a starting company. Once it gets enough people in, it's going to be a lot more than 42. It's going to go up, guaranteed. So you choose this plan. You get the app that you can download to your appropriate store, Apple or Samsung, whatever it is. But you get the business too. So you not only get the app, you get the business. So you're spending money to make money. This one here, you just get some songs. So you only get that one there, you get those. And that's great if you only want to do sleep and relax and that kind of thing. You don't want to do anything physical. These two are here are the ones I use all the time. This one I use when I'm gaming. This one I haven't really used much. But I like all of them. So I got this pack. This is the one I have. And I'm now yearly. So, and then you have all of this here. The contacts and stuff like that, right? So then, once you've done that, and you've gone in to the back office and you've changed the password, you get this. This is the back office, right? You have to change the password to access it, right? So then you can place an order, you can manage your subscription, you can manage your smart ship. They don't ship to Australia. So the app is the only thing you can have. But that doesn't matter because the app is the main thing anyway. Okay, so that's the Now site. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you have the Rapid Funnel. What the Rapid Funnel does is it puts people into your system. It puts people into your business. So don't really have to do much. log in, it will. So it logs in, right? I don't have any people yet because I only just started last week. It takes time. You have the contacts that you put in yourself. You have campaigns that do stuff. I haven't finished setting these up yet, so they can't run right now because I haven't set them up. Resources, marketplace, for it to find stuff. There's stuff I haven't done there yet either. Events, labels, settings, all that stuff. You got to go through all of them and set them up, right? Then you have this one here, your own personal, private thing, advertising, right? So then you hook this in and you hook that one in, whatever one you want. You've got your contact messenger, you've got commission, you've got historic commission, and you've got genealogy. One thing I found, right, commission says 0, but it's not 0, it's $8. It has to be $10 to show something. Once it gets to $10, it'll show $10. That's just the way it is. So contacts manager, historic stuff. It doesn't show it there. And then you have resources here. So you have online library, you have personal sites that you can do. You have all this stuff. So your personal sites are these here. That's your personal site, right? So remember, you see this, you click here, and then that takes you to the starting point, right? You pay the biggest money, you get the business and the app. You pay less, you get just the app, and you get limited app usage. But that's not bad, because the more you use it, the more chance you have of getting the rest of it free anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so then you get this, right? Now I'm going through onboarding at the minute. So logging into back office tools, I think I've done that. No, why that's doing that. Oh yeah, bigger. Gonna have to work on that. So I put these up here because my computer keeps overriding each tab with another tab. So how do you work here? Well, you click this one, and then you click, if you haven't uploaded images, you upload images, right? Then you click this one, and then you use an image, like you can use any of the images that you've got uploaded, right? So you click this one, do that, and then I go back to this one, copy this, and then I go back to this one, copy that, then I generate it, That's it generated. Exploring new tech, blah, blah, blah. So then I go to Facebook. Ready? Go to Facebook. Do that and that. And it's on Facebook. I like to also do this. So that when the person sees it, they just click this here, and it will take them to that one that I showed you, where they can choose what they want to pay, and get in. Okay, so that's how that works. And then we have this one here, which I'm still working out, trying to get working. And we have this one here, which there should be 2 more sites there, but they've disappeared. I don't know why, no idea. There's this AI chat, and then there's this one here, which has all your contacts, and then there's this one here. These are sites I built myself. You can put anything through that thing that advertises to all your social media things. So this is another site that's done. Pretty generic, but it works. And that's another site that's done as well. And then you hit this, and you have onboarding. You have all of these I've still got to go through yet. It's only been a week, so. And then when you go here, you've got this here too. Your now site thingo. So it says no, I have no commission. But you review history. I've got $8. You have to have $10. So I need like $1.10 to for this to show anything at all. Right, so that works. Okay, so it's all pretty simple. It's not a lot to it. What I like is all the AI. So normally with this kind of thing, you go out, you talk to people, you give them the link, and a very low percentage will actually go to the link and even have a look. And another percentage will actually get into it and buy it. So you want passive income. So you're doing that, right? Now, the income that we have here, which is very inspiring, you bring in 3 people and it's free. So say you sign up and you talk to 10 or 20 people, 3 people get in, it's free. You never have to pay again. But you have to keep getting 3 people in. So that's all the way it goes, of course. You have resources. Let me see if I can find it. Top videos. See, they have these other products as well that are really cool. Somewhere here is the plan. got the best plan I've ever seen. I know some of you like the payment plan, advanced pay plan training. That's possibly it.
On the very first way we pay out, it's very simple. It's 50% of all of the commission volume the order generates. So when somebody gets it and buys, about 50% is commissionable. And then if you're the one that makes the sale, you get 50% of that. Okay, so it's really that simple. And most people are either buying new comp monthly for $42.49. So $21.25 of that is commissionable. Okay, and this qualifies you for all your pay for a month. And then of course you can buy it annually. Brings it all the way down to like $38.25 a month. But here's the cool part: the monthly saves you 15%, the annual saves you 23%, but we let it qualify you for the whole entire year. So if you buy this for a whole year, you don't have to buy anything else unless you want to. But what it's supposed to be about is residual income, money that comes in month after month, year after year. So here's the second way we pay out on all reorders, whether it's Newcom or other products, whatever it is, on all reorders, whether it's monthly or annually. If you have just one member that's direct to you, one customer slash associate, you'll make 5%. If you have three, you'll make 20%. It goes to 4 times. So most people are at least shooting for three for multiple reasons in our company. This is one of the reasons. And I believe if we can get the average person to really get three, we can change this industry. Okay. So you'll see all the reasons why we're pushing people to at least just do a little and get three. And how do they do it? By getting them to get new con with a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. Then if you get seven, it's 30%. 14 is 40. And then, of course, we got lots of people shooting for 21 because that's 50% on all reorders for life. Well, we wanted to have a way for people to even qualify easier. So for everyone that buys Newcom annually, so it does a couple of things. It saves them 23%. It qualifies them for a whole year where they don't have to buy another thing. And it moves them to this pay scale on the right instead of the one on the left that I just showed you. Now it's this simple, guys. Double the pay for one customer, 10%. Jumps all the way to 25% if you have three, and three is a sweet spot. It's a magic point. We literally put a bonus on just bringing in three customers. Does not matter whether they spend $42.49 or the $458. When you bring in three, it could just be three monthlies. You're going to get a $50 bonus. That happens when you get three on either side. Doesn't matter whether you're on the monthly or the annual, you get that bonus. You're manager three. The next step is manager seven. To get seven, now it pays you just like you got 21. So the difference between buying Newcom annually is you're on this scale. You never have to go to 21 to get the 50%. You can go to seven. Plus, there's a bonus. When you become a manager seven, whichever scale you're on, whichever side, you get a $200 bonus. Depending on whether they buy the monthly or the annual, the minimum you'll make if everybody does the monthly is $325. The max, if everybody buys the annual, is $950. It's usually about $500 because there's an average in there. So with that being said, that's two of the ways you get paid. Manager three, the power of manager three. This is our focus. How does it happen? You get in the company, you have one quick goal: get to manager three. What does that mean? You put three people on your team now. Besides all the money I just showed you, you're getting paid an additional 2% on all the commission volume they generate for life. And so, like, since you brought them in, you're getting that 50% plus the two. We give them one main goal: become a manager three. That's their job. Go get three, become a manager three. That puts 9 more people on your team. Don't worry, they're going to get paid the 50% and all that stuff, but you get a pay raise. You get 3% of all their commission volume. And what do we teach them? The system teaches them: get three, manager three. Now there's 20 just for 7 levels. Well, I'm just going to take it 7 levels deep. It actually pays 20 levels. 2,187 people, 10%. Here's the question. Where would you rather have the biggest percentage for long-term residual income? Where you have 3 people max or where 2,187 can be there? Of course, the answer is where you have the most people, right? Creating the most CV. That's why we set the plan up like this. Those 2,187 people are going to have one goal manager 3. But for this presentation, we're going to pretend like they don't know anybody that would want Newcom. We're just going to talk about if this is your team and everybody just went manager 3, if they were buying the monthly Newcom, you'd be making over $6,000 a month. If they buy it annually, you'd be making over $57,000 a year. And nobody had to bring in more than 3 people. Nobody has to be more than a manager 3 for this to work. But what if they're going for that $200 and that 50% for life, right? Then they're actually bringing in 7, not 3. It actually makes this happen quicker and bigger. In our company, you can have an unlimited amount of these all working at the same time for you simultaneously. So why is that a big deal? If one could pay you $6,000 a month, it stands to reason 2 could pay you $12,000. You know, if 2 could pay you 12, 3 could pay you 18. Well, what could 10 pay you? Okay, I'm going to show you when you can have 10 of these working for you all at the same time right now for free. The profit sharing positions is the most powerful part. They multiply your income like no other company, and it happens automatically. And they're so unique. I was able to get them copyrighted. No other company can copy this right now. So here's how it works. You get in our company and you get one profit sharing position automatically at sign up. Okay. What is it really? It's a 3x20 forced matrix. Now, I love forced matrices, but if that's all we had, I wouldn't be a part of the comp plan because they cap your income and they make it so that once it's full, there's no reason to go on. Our company is different, okay? This is a 3x20 force matrix. That means you can only have 3 people on your first level, 9 on your second, 27 on your third, all the way down. It triples for 20 levels deep. There's a massive amount of income to be earned from that, but that's not all we have here, okay? Why I invented what's called a PSP or a profit sharing position is because I got in another company years ago. I brought in 156 people direct to me, but I only had 51 on my first level. Why? Because I got so sick and tired of people not being able to win and make it, I started giving everybody away to them. Then I realized, wait a minute, this is too big a problem for one guy to help everyone. We need to be in a system that forces everyone to help everyone else, and here's the key, whether they like it or not. Well, that's the force matrix. If I bring in 156 people in a 3x20 force matrix, and I can only have 3 on my first level, where do the other 153 go? They spill down. Then after there's 9 on the second level, where do the other 100 something go? They keep spilling down and down and down. It forces me to help everybody, whether I like it or not. I said, this is the most ingenious thing I'd ever seen. Why isn't every company using a force matrix? And there was only 2 reasons why. I took 2 years and researched it. Number one, once it's full, it caps your income. No leader wants capped income. They want unlimited income potential. And then number two, really important, once it's full, if you bring in the stud of the earth, anybody that's going to build this thing like crazy, if they land below your pay levels, you don't make any money off what they do. No leader wants to do work and make money. And then I said, hey, this force matrix is good for the 80%ers of the world that aren't going to do much. If I could fix it for the 20%ers, the go-getters that are going to drive the whole thing, we have a win-win. So in our company, it is a 3x20 force matrix. Yes, you get 3, you're going to get paid 50% on everything they buy, but when you bring in a fourth person, the magic begins. The copyrighted part begins, okay? You bring in that fourth person, you're going to make 50% of all the commission volume, but way more important than that, you're going to get a U number 2. What is it? It's another 3x20 force matrix. It doesn't cost you anything to get it. As a matter of fact, you basically get paid to get it because you're getting paid off of what that person buys that you brought in. But look at how the U number 2 in the circle is directly above that new person, right? It's directly above her. They stay attached for life. That means she's on the first level of that U number 2. So you're going to get paid 20 more levels of her team. But if that unit, I don't care if it lands a million levels down, if she's always on the first level for that U number 2, you're always going to have 20 more levels of pay. Matrix, they're always on your first level. So it's just like you're bringing everybody in the best place always. This is another one of these. So now, by bringing a fourth person in our company, you literally have two of these happening at the same time. And I'm going to show you how it gets even easier to fill them. The same people count multiple times to fill them. Okay? So here's what you need to know. You now have another 20 level matrix. Just because you brought in a fourth person, doesn't matter whether they're a customer or an associate or both, right? Lots of people want to be both. You're now getting paid from 40 levels of pay, not just 20. What if you bring in a fifth person? You're going to get a U number 3, 20 more levels of pay. And here's the best part, everybody. You only have to qualify your first position, the U number 1. All the ones we give you for free after that are automatically qualified as the same as your first one. Okay? So what if you bring in a sixth person? You're going to get another 20 levels of pay. How about a 7th? A U number 5? How about an 8? Guess what, everybody? This happens for an unlimited amount of people that you bring in. Now, I'm going to show you how these stack in your original matrix and how you can earn double pay, triple pay, quadruple pay. All right, let me show you how they can stack. Remember this, they're copyrighted, no one can copy, and they're free, and you can have as many of them as you want. Here's why you really want to do this. You get in our company, you bring in your first 3 people, Joe, Jane, and Tim in this scenario. Now you bring in a fourth one. In any other company in the world, in a 3x4 matrix, they would go right there under Joe. Lee would be on the first level for Joe, right there. But in our company, the computer system says, hey, wait a minute. I got to take care of the person that brought them in because the computer's going to insert you all over again. Now you can earn 20 levels from that point down. So Lee is on the first level for that new you. So when she purchases or her team purchases, you're going to get paid right there. Don't worry about Joe. Joe didn't do anything, and he's going to get paid off of Lee's whole team. But then look who's above Joe. It's you again. Everybody, that's double pay off of one sale. Lee counts to fill your U number 2 and your top one, your U number 1.
Each one
person
you
just
get
counted to fill 2 of your matrices. Folks, double pay, less people to fill it, and this is where it gets interesting. Because now, if you bring in another person, where do you think they'll go? Since we've already helped Joe, the computer system says, let's help Jane next, right? That's fair. You're going to get paid double pay on everything Anna does and her team. And then if you bring in someone else, it'll help Tim. Rick is going to pay you double
much
pay
better than the old system.
else on his team.
If
you bring in another person, it's going to go back to Joe because it keeps everything equal. If you bring in another one, back to Jane, another one to Tim. And then, of course, if you bring in another one and another one and another one, it'll fill just like this. The most important thing, look at you at the top and then look at you 9 positions on that second level. That's a total of 10 positions that you can now earn that $6,000 a month from, right? So you can times that by 10. But think about this, everybody. It's 10 of these, all working at the same time, and you only have to worry about qualifying your first one. Everything else happens automatically. This is the part that's copyrighted that no one else can copy. What's better than double pay? No one ever gets this wrong. Triple pay, right? I'd rather get paid 3 times off of one sale instead of just 2 or 1 time. Well, if you bring in another person at this point, by the way, that's my beautiful daughter McKenna, but if you brought her in, you would get paid right there because she'd be on your first level, right? Even though she's landed down on the 4th level through your original matrix, you would get paid like she's on your first level. Then if you follow the blue line up, You get paid at your next spot, so that's double pay. Joe would get paid, but don't worry about him for right now. I want you to see how you're now going to get paid 3 times off of every sale McKenna makes and her team. Folks, this is what no other company can do. Triple pay off of the same sale. So, with that being said, how many of these would you like to have? They are free, so I suggest you get a whole bunch of them. We have a huge bonus. Our rank bonus system is incredible. You become a manager 3, I already showed you that, you get $50. You become a manager 7, you get $200. But as the volume from your team starts ranking you up, in other words, you have $5,000 worth of sales on your team. There's just one rule: no more than 60% can come from any one leg. So if you put in 3 people, you have 3 legs. If you put in 7 people, you have 7 legs. You could have 2 people build this thing and rank you to the top of the company. When you hit 5K, you get a $500 bonus. 10K is 1,000, 25K is 2,500, and you can see it just keeps going all the way up to $50,000 when you hit our top rank, 500K. So the total is going to be really big, and everyone just focuses on 2 things: manager 3, manager 7. The rest takes care of itself. But look at these bonuses, everybody. $89,250 worth of bonuses. Imagine if you put in 7 people, 2 of them catch the vision and go nuts, and you get paid $89,250 on top of everything
Catch
else
the
in the top
vision.
line. Folks, it can happen. How? Because everyone focuses on $42.49 for the monthly or $458.99 for the annual. And I want you to know,
And the app
100%
is
of this volume
available
counts to rank you up.
everywhere.
So you're going to love our bonus system. It's really incredible.
The products
Last thing I'll show
are
you,
not available
it's
in
our
Australia,
worldwide
but
loyalty
the app
bonus
is,
pool.
and the app is
These
the
are for the
product.
people
So
that just focus on building social apps. They could be earning money from 10 different other companies. We don't care. But if they're actively focusing on building social apps out in the public, then we have this special bonus. Do you ever wish you could earn a portion of the sales of a whole entire company? Well, at Social X, you can. Even if they're not on your team, you can do it.
really,
How? Just hit 10K, you get 1 share of all the part that goes into this bonus pool worldwide. 25K is 2 shares, 50K is 3, 100K is 4, 200K is 5, 500K is 7 shares. And the neat part about it is we take 10% of all the commission volume that comes in, every dollar, and it goes into this pool for our leadership team of 10K and above to display. It's a really robust bonus, and it makes the whole
call starts with rescue. If we can solve your stress response, we help aid in your sleep. We improve your sleep quality.
these roll over for hours, so I'm not going to go through that. So all you have to do is click the link, choose your plan, and you're in. You download the app. Simple. But if you want it to be a business, you want to make money out of it, like was just shown, and you want to make money forever, and you're able to use AI stuff, you're able to use in person, you're able to use all the different things. I mean, I've been in a lot of these, and usually it's go and talk to your people, band it around all your people, everyone you know. And then it's, you can't associate with this group, you can't associate with that group. My husbands and wives can't be in it together. Rule after rule after rule. Like you can start up a club, but you can't advertise the club or let anyone know about it, blah, blah, blah. You can't use anything but person to person networking, right? This one, you can use person to person networking. If you've already got a list of people, if you're already in something like Amway, Herbalife, anything like that, take your list of people from there, introduce them to this, right? because once they're in this, they will earn more than they can earn in the ones that they're in, and forever. Residual, forever. So you get a piece of the pie, no matter whether you like, just say you just click the link, you pay the big price, right? And then all you do is this. You don't do anything else. You just go in, find an image. Might use that one in this one. Find an image, put in a new calm thing. Erase what was on there. AI generates everything. They generate the words, so you don't need to write the words. You don't need to think at all. You just need to press the button. And then you just press, well, this one will go to Instagram. Wait for it to generate. And then press post. That's it. And once you've gone through and done every one of them, that's your day's work done. I mean, I'm not really a fan of LinkedIn. They're always trying to find me a job. I don't need a job. I've got a business. So that's it. I do those three and then I go out to do what I have to do for the day. That's it. Done. There is a bit of setting up to do, but you can do that when you finish work or whatever you're doing. I'm printing up flyers mainly because when you're chatting with someone and they're really interested, like seriously interested in your in the business, you want to be able to give them something so they don't forget. AI does all this stuff, so and you can use outside AIs to help you do the things. No, I haven't been through this. I haven't even looked at this yet. Know your why. God, I've heard that so many times. Why? Because I'm broke. Set your goals. Back office tools. I think the back office tools are just I think they're just the funnel and two things that I have there. Damn it. Why aren't you logging in? Outlook, that's supposed to be Gmail. Yeah, they're the same thing I'm already using, so I don't need that. That's not what I want either. So yeah, do that. Send me an email at edwarddeets@gmail.com. I will add you to my list, and you will be able to run off what I do, same as I run off what my person above me does. The problem I've found a lot with other things like this, you have to buy product every month. every month. And that's not a problem. It's just that the products cost a lot of money. As more people get in, it costs more and more and more and more. And it becomes to the point where there's no way you can afford it a month. To do the work. Putting stuff out and doing that sort of thing, but you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to go and work 8 hours or anything like that. You just and see these are the products that they have, but these are not available in Australia as far as I know. This is the shop. So you can use the shop to buy whatever you want there. Because I live in Australia, it's not available here. But it will be.
Howie Mandel here. Ever feel like your brain is buffering and your body is stuck in slow-mo before noon? Social X isn't just about wellness. It's about movement, designed to score clean energy and focus with a formula you can feel good about and that's trusted by countless experts. Meet the dynamic duo, Xanthomist and Glutamist. Fast-acting mist developed using advanced delivery technology. Then there's Accelerate, formulated with naturally sourced ingredients to help support smooth, crash-free energy. Plus, every purchase is backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee.
So yeah, that's that. Okay, and then roadmap PDF. Watch the 3-step comp plan, which we just did. Activate code tools. I think I already did that. This website offers you so much. And you put all these pieces together and you make serious money. Okay, you do that, I'll come back to it because I'm not going to show you my credit cards and all that stuff. Okay, plan launch strategy. That one. Day one, tease the transformation. Lifestyle hook. Okay, cool. Right, that's good. So then, where are we at? Box 3 in. Go live when product arrives. Build your prospective prospects list. follow up with intention. So they're the steps you take so you can build a business. But like you said, you only need 3. Get yourself 3 people. Talk with them. I don't know how many you'll have to talk to. You might have to talk to one person. They might be a diamond. They might get in 100 people. You might talk to 50 people and they might do nothing. But you have AI who can talk to them all for you, so you don't even have to go and approach anyone. How good's that? I mean, you could be in the comp plan means that you can be making money just by being a team 3 or 4. I mean, do it. Send out your email, your things every day. If you've been doing network marketing for a while, you can send out your email list. You can do anything you want. There's no, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But don't misrepresent the company. Big no-no. Don't start saying, oh, be wealthy for the rest of your life, and you have to do nothing. That's not right. Or do nothing and get paid. I mean, that's not right. Because once you've set it up, once you've got 4 people, then you don't really need to do anything. But till that point, you have to keep bashing at it, but never give up. All right, so that is the business. If you want in, click on my link. Just click the link, and you're there. It's that hard.